Arroz con pollo y habichuelas guisadas. That is Puerto Rican style rice with chicken and a side of beans stew. Not a lot of fanfare. This is a 99% natural ingredients recipe, but grabbing stuff and putting it together and making it delicious. No BS, no fancy stuff, but 100% delicious. And remember, if I can cook it, so can you. So go nowhere. Let's create. So I found several ingredients and meats and stuff in my house, and I want to cook something kind of quick and dirty but delicious. And I decided to go with the arroz con pollo. 3 chicken legs I need to cook today. Have some rice. And I'm going to cook a side of dark kidney beans. I saw a can. It's about to expire. Let me cook it today instead of my traditional dry ones. And I had a bunch of ingredients that I'm going to talk about as I'm cooking, just to make this video a little bit short. But I want to mention something very quickly. It's about the sofrito. I prepared the sofrito back in the summer 2020, and it was in the freezer, like frozen. And then about 5 months ago, I put in the refrigerator side, and this baby hasn't gone bad. It's still beautiful, nothing dark on the edges. It's just perfect. Look at this baby. Go to my description because I created a winner when it comes to sofrito. You're not going to regret it, trust me. First thing is I'm going to start the chicken because I want the ingredients to go inside the meat. Now it's time to put some coriander. See, I'm keeping this about 99%, the whole thing, natural ingredients. Using some nice salt, sea salt, flaky, that I can break. Pepper. Mix things up. Let's mix it up. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to have a pan. You can use any type. Medium high. I'm going to put some on my salt here. Make sure you wash your hands every time you touch meat or whatever, by the way. You don't need glove. If you're using glove, you touch your meat and then with the glove touch here, it beat the purpose. Just wash your hands. So I have this heat, medium high, extra virgin olive oil. And what you're going to do, you're going to add flavor to your chicken. And at the same time, you're going to add color. You don't want the skin of the chicken to look too pallid when you're cooking it with the rice. So I'm going to cook it here, the chicken, for about 5 minutes, which means 2.5 minutes one side and about 2.5 minutes the other. And you can move it around, sporadically from side to side. Doesn't matter. About 2 or 3 minutes later, flip it around. So you give it a toasty color. It doesn't look that pallid, raw looking skin. No, you give it a little bit of color. Couple minutes on this side. You can reduce the heat a little bit to medium, because you don't want them burnt. Do it for a couple minutes. The other side. You bring your caldero. My traditional caldero is kind of small for this, so I'm going to get a bigger one. I'm going this one. I'm going to put some annatto oil. Link in the description how to prepare it. But if and I have enough here, but if you don't have enough, just put some annatto seeds, like this. Put a few. Put some oil. And it's going to create you annatto oil, which is important for the color because you don't want to use that packaged sazon stuff that's not good for you. My sofrito. And you notice I don't even put in onions or any of that stuff. I'm going quick and dirty, my friends, quick and dirty. Ooh, this stuff is smelling good. Onions. If you want to put a tiny bit of garlic on top, that's fine. Just mince a little bit. We're going to move things around a little bit. Add some cumin. Put a little bit of cumin. And I'll come and add some tomato sauce. I'm going to add some smoked paprika to create a natural color. Move things around. Turmeric, just a little bit. You don't want it too orange. It's about quarter of teaspoon. Now you're creating that nice base. The base is when you add the oil and when you add the tomato. Actually, with the oil you can create the sofrito, but when you add the tomato sauce, which is natural in my case, you add in the base. And this is what you're going to do. I like to add the chicken now. And the reason I do that is because I want them mixed with the base. I want the flavor mixed. Ooh, look at that smell. I'm going to use 2 cups of rice. So for now, I'm going to add 3 cups of chicken stock. You can use water too. Now that's simmering, you're going to come and you're going to add your rice. I have 2 cups. You're going to move things around. Arroz con pollo. You're going to give it a tiny taste. If you need some more salt, now is the time. I have some saffron. I have a few strings I smashed here. I'm going to add them. Puerto Ricans and Cubans typically don't use saffron. Spaniards do. Spanish culture is part of culture. And those in the Caribbean embrace it. Now it's the time to turn this down to medium. Cover up. And let it cook. So about 10 minutes later or so, the key is that you want the liquid to evaporate. See how beautiful it's starting to look? Now it's time to start moving things around a little bit, stir, just a little bit. You don't go crazy because it's not nearly ready. Just a quick move. It's still raw. Just a quick move. Just a little bit. And you cover again and let it cook. And you come and check it out in 3 to 5 minutes. Come back a couple minutes later, 3 minutes later, check your rice. See how it's turning nice, grainy. Nothing you can do about the pegao. it's going to happen. I try to minimize it. So you lift and drop. Lift and drop. Not ready yet. Lift and drop. Lift and drop. Going to cover again for about 3 minutes. Lower the heat to medium low. 2 minutes later, have a camera in one hand, cooking with the other. Just showing you. See this stuff at the bottom, nothing you can do about it because, you know, the sofrito and the tomato sauce is going to stick at the bottom. But you can control the top. And look at how grainy this rice is. See how grainy? And you can switch to a fork. See how grainy it is? Turn it off. Take it out here. And let it rest. So in a pot, this is where I'm going to prepare the beans. I'm going to put a little bit of the oil that I use to cook my chicken. Maximizing stuff, having a nice flavor. Heat is medium high for now. Very optionally, you can add a couple pieces of salted pork. You can use steak fat, or you can use nothing. Just to add some flavor to these beans. Reduce the heat to medium. Add some sofrito. A little bit of your tomato sauce that you prepared earlier. And some of couple teaspoons of minced garlic. See, quick and dirty. You keep it quick and dirty. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. Stir things around a little bit. Put a little bit of salt, just a little bit. Add your beans. I always drain them if I just can, to ensure that they remain as natural as possible. Mix things up. See how beautiful? And add a little bit of, it's about a cup of broth. And I'm using beef, and actually using stock, beef stock, but you can use water. And let them cook.